Everybody. We'll give some time for people to get on here real quick. Tonight's going to be either real short or really long. I'm not sure yet. It'll all be kind of depending on y'all. Just wanted to hop on here and kind of give back. This is how I give back to my YouTube family and my fans and subscribers and part of the YouTube family. So this is how I give back to y'all. Hey Spencer, what's up, buddy? This is just how I kind of interact with you guys and give feedback. Just taking a little bit of time out of my Wednesday night here to come on live. We're fixing to do a Bible study here in just a minute. This will all depend on y'all how long tonight is before we go live on the Bible study. What's up, Colby? Appreciate y'all joining in. But yeah, I'm just going to be kind of answering some questions for y'all. So please feel free to interact and start commenting and ask any kind of questions that you got about the channel and about maybe some upcoming stuff we're going to do in progress and things we got coming and or if you want to talk about any kind of topics that's going on so far this week or in the world or in the nation or in the state, whatever. But it's a good, beautiful evening here down here in Georgia. Well, actually, it's not. It's raining, but I think the rain's moved out now, and the temperature is just steadily dropping. It's supposed to be about 24 in the morning, and so y'all be careful and look out for ice on the road in the morning. It's probably going to be bad. I'm feeling a lot better. The good news is I feel great. I just got done with my workouts, and Spencer said, "How about them beavers?" I think they're still trying to figure them out down there and figure out how to save them, but hey, save the beavers. That's funny. That still just blows my mind. I've been thinking about that all week long. I still can't get over it. That's just crazy, man, at what people will protest here. Hey, what's up, Ethan? Thanks for joining in, man. He said, beavers. Ethan said, I love beavers. Hey, man, I like beavers too. Go beavers. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, but yeah, so I've been watching that Nick Shirley guy. Did you ever get a chance to check him out the other day, Ethan? Nick Shirley. If you did, go check out his latest video. He dropped the part 2 today, and he dropped the part 2 of his of the Somalian Somalian scam or whatever of exposing that fraud up in Minnesota. He dropped the new video of it today, and then also on another note, 3 of 7 project out of Aragon, Georgia, down there close to around the Rockmart area. That Chad Wright, the ex-Navy SEAL, he dropped his new podcast today too, talking about AI. So y'all go check that out on 3 of 7 Project is his YouTube channel name. Y'all go check him out, and he dropped the new podcast, and he went deep on a bunch of AI stuff. We just had a big spike in viewers. We appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. We're just doing a quick little live real quick. Just kind of, this is how I give back to my community and YouTube family. Hope y'all interact and comment some stuff, and got any questions for me, I'd be more than happy to answer for you. SoupCan88 said hi. Hey SoupCan, if you enjoy what you're seeing, hit that subscribe button and go check out some videos on the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. Yeah, I did not for long because I had to do some batting practice, said Ethan. Hey, alright, I appreciate that, Ethan. That ain't no problem. But yeah, man, just take your time. Just whenever you get some breaks or whatever, go on there and give him a listen, check him out. So again, for the guys that just joined in, or everybody, hope y'all are all having a good, safe Wednesday out there and having a good time with your family this evening. And I hope y'all had a good day today. And we're fixing to do a Bible study in a little bit, but I just wanted to hop on here and, yeah, just let y'all know that y'all can ask any questions that you want to ask or whatever. And tonight will be depending on y'all, what y'all got for how long it goes. We're about 4 minutes in so far. I got to message a few more people tonight, so I've got one of my good buddies named Hunter Gill. He's from the Galesville area. Well, I think he's lived around here in the county pretty much, but he went to Galesville school. But He's my good buddy, and we're gonna have him on the podcast here in just a few more days, hopefully, or maybe a week, whenever he can get his schedule figured out. We're gonna have him come on, and we're gonna do a short little episode. And then I've got my buddy Dakota. Y'all probably know him, Dakota. He's coming back on in the next week. So we're actually starting to fill spots up now throughout the week. We're going to be trying to get some guests on and get some podcasts going for you guys. That way we can just dive into some of these topics and talk about Nick Shirley and the Somalian scams and the fraud up in Minnesota and all that stuff that's going on. And it's not going to be too much longer, you guys, and I'm going to start getting boots out on the ground again, and I'm going to start going out and, just kind of trying to get more interactive with all this stuff that's going on and trying to get some footage for you guys, like our little local beaver protest the other day here in town. That was something else. I can't believe it. I've been thinking about that all this week so far. We just had another big spike in viewers. Appreciate y'all all tuning in tonight, you guys, this Wednesday evening. I don't want to sound like a broken record too much here at the beginning, but feel free to just comment and ask any kind of questions that you got. I'll try my best to answer them. We need camping videos. Hey, I appreciate that feedback, Spencer. I'm gonna, yeah. Thanks, Ethan. I appreciate y'all giving me that feedback. Hopefully, it's supposed to get real cold tomorrow. If I can get some time off again one weekend, I'll try to get out there and do another camping video for you guys, or some more camping content. Because I enjoy it for sure. I really do. I love getting out there camping. And especially in the cold. I don't like camping in the summertime in the heat. But if you guys are just tuning in, subscribe, and we appreciate all the love and support to the channel. Yeah, it's fun for sure, but I was hoping we'd get us one good snow this year, and it's really fun to camp in the snow, but oh, it gets cold. Ooh, that's some of the coldest, most harsh camping there is. But see, it's already cold here in Ohio. It's like 22 degrees. Shoo! Yeah, y'all got hit with some big snow up there a while back. I had to come up to Indiana just a few weeks ago, and it was like 2 degrees up there, literally. And I got, you probably seen the video on the channel, Ethan, but yeah, we was in some snow, probably a good inch or two deep up there. It was crazy. I had to leave out that night with my tractor load. I had to head out that night and head out at like 7 or 8 in the evening, and I made it all the way up to about the Kentucky line, somewhere around in there that night at about 11 or 12, and before I shut it down for the night. And then the next morning I had to wake up and go on up into Indiana, and it was snowing bad. They had that big first snowstorm of the year come through. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm actually kind of ready for it to warm up again here. I've kind of had my fair share of the cold weather this year already, except for I still wish it would come one good snow like it does here in Georgia about this time of the year. But around January is when we usually get our little dusting, I call it, where it comes through and lays about a good inch or two down. Oh, but yeah, so what y'all got tonight for topics? If you got anything y'all want to talk about just in today's world, or it could be football, it could be, politics, whatever, all the news that's going on. But Colby says supposedly a chance of snow on Sunday night, Monday morning. Yeah, see, I heard that it was supposed to, they said about 3 days ago that it was supposed to snow tonight, and then like kind of be a little dusting on the ground down here in Georgia in the morning. But I think they missed that one because I was watching the weather today, and the rain was coming through, but the temperature was still high. It was about 45 degrees. And I don't know if y'all notice it around here or not, but here in Georgia, in North Georgia, we usually get our snows about this, like I say, this time of the year, January, but we usually get our snows when it's about like kind of cloudy and overcast, and it's about 35 degrees, somewhere in there, 34, 35. It's just a little bit above freezing. That's usually when we get most of our good snows around here, because I can't tell you how many times I've been sitting out in the woods deer hunting, and it'd be like 35 degrees and it'd be snowing or something, or start spitting flurries and stuff and everything. That's when it kind of meets that perfect little barometric pressure area or whatever, and it just seems like it kind of just spits flurries around more. Ethan says, same, it's been way too cold here in Ohio. Yeah, Yeah, I feel that, man, for sure. We've well, yeah, we've had some definitely some cold days here already, but I couldn't imagine up there one full year because they say it's like a different kind of cold up there for sure. But yeah, I'm just so proud, so proud of Nick and all the work he's doing for us this year. You know, because he's actually being boots on the ground out there and putting the work in and going out and exposing all this stuff for us and showing us where our tax dollars are going. And it's like a slap in the face to us Americans, really, because we our grandfathers and stuff fought wars to help keep all this money out of the hands of like Middle Eastern countries and stuff and everything, and then lo and behold, all of it's just funneling back there, now and everything. So it's just kind of like a huge waste and all, and it's crazy. Let's see. Ethan said, I think our low last year was like -8 degrees. Whew, man, I was up there the other day and it got up to -3. I think was literally the lowest it got when I was up there in Indiana a few weeks ago. But that was rough. I'm talking about just bone chilling. You couldn't even take your gloves off or have your face exposed for long before it would just like be just so cold you couldn't even handle it. Mm, yeah, it was rough. But we just some Georgia weaklings down here. That's just we just ain't used to it. Hmm. Hey Kim Caldwell 4027, thanks for joining in tonight. We're fixing to get off here and start our Bible study for the night before it gets too late. I just wanted to hop on here for a minute and kind of interact with some of y'all and see if y'all had any questions for us and just kind of this is how I want to give back, and everything. Kind of get on here. A lot of big channels and stuff don't do this as much. They don't get on here and do lives and stuff anymore and update and talk to the YouTube family. But I always want to be the type to. I don't take my 920 subscribers lightly, guys. I want to let y'all know that I couldn't do it without you guys, and I want to want y'all to feel appreciated. So I want to definitely try to interact with y'all and talk to y'all all I can and include y'all in the fellowship in the family because we gotta start focusing on getting away from this technology, guys. All these phones and stuff it's getting worse and worse, and that AI is coming. The super AI is definitely coming, and it's got some bad stuff coming along with it. I feel like some bad intention, stuff like that. But we're gonna have a podcast on that soon and talk about it in our own ways. Y'all go check out 3 of 7, the Chad Wrights podcast. He goes in depth with it with his son and his friend on about a 40-minute podcast with all 3 of them sitting around. It's good. Let's see. Ethan said, luckily here, Ohio summers are pretty hot. Yeah. I know they kind of right there in that middle range of the U.S. So yeah, it definitely was probably hot up there for sure. Oh, down here in Georgia, it is horrible. It gets like 102 degrees down here. It's crazy. Spencer says, got to check it out. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, you will love it. Like a 3 of 7 project on YouTube, and it's the latest video that dropped today. It will blow your mind. They go into some deep stuff on it. I mean, talking about, hey, Levi joined in. There he is. Hey, dude, let me find it. I think I got it covered up here. Hold up. Oh man, I might shake around my stand here that I'm using for my phone. Maybe not. There we go. Hey, let's get this jerky right here that Levi hooked me up with tonight. Shout out, man. Shout out for the deer jerky. I appreciate that, bro. We met up just a little bit ago, and he gave me this right here. I'm hooking him up with a merch shirt. And so, dude, it's fire, man. I love this deer jerky. Thanks, bro. That means the most. Oh, Colby said, tell AI to make it snow down here. And Ethan said, I hate AI. It is terrible. My mom fell for a fake AI video. See, this is what we're talking about, you guys. I mean, I know I'm crazy, but this is what we're talking about. Like, we're kind of crazy, but we kind of ain't. Like, y'all just wait. I mean, we're screwed. Like, we are literally screwed. I mean, God, I mean, it's so crazy. I used to think, people were crazy for getting scammed by this stuff like that until I seen a couple of real good, highly intelligent AI videos, and they are off the chain. I mean, they will fool you, they will trick you, they will copy and imitate people behind videos like your big famous people like Danny Duncan, that Chad Wright guy and everything, and so they'll imitate them for real. They'll just imitate them and all that. So what happened with that? If you don't care to tell us, Ethan, I'm not trying to pry into your business or nothing, but I mean that's just if you want to. If you want to tell us or let us know anything about that, feel free to. Um, but or either that, or you could just look me up on social, Chance Gilliland on Facebook, and you can go on there and shoot me a private message or something, or but yeah. So he said that his mom fell for an AI video, but yeah, it's crazy. Like I say, it's just one of them things where they're just faking stuff and all that, and then they're just imitating people now, and you can't even tell what's real, and it's getting really scary. I cannot believe it. Um, I'm just going to go into like a real quick, brief detail of kind of what he talked about it in that video. But he said all of it just kind of gave him like a dark energy feel to it, like when he was looking it up and searching it and all, because it's almost like it's just, and it's almost like it's coming back on again, like in a second wave. Like we've been talking about it, and I think they call it like, um, what was that word that they used today? Maybe it's like something basic AI. It kind of means basic, but let me think of what that word or term. Uh, I can't even remember. You'll just have to go check it out. But it's called basic AI or simple AI or surface level AI or something. But anyway, that's what everything is using. Like that's what the cameras. They was talking about the cameras in Rome and stuff that are up, that are like scanning people's license plates, that are looking at all this, that are reading all your information. You can't even turn your phones off no more and be safe. You can't. People are talking about cutting it off, putting it in airplane mode, covering up your cameras, things like that. Well, but he was talking about just everything. I know I'm kind of all over the place right now. I'm just trying to give like a general kind of cap of what that video, what all they talked about in it. But like I say, it's pretty much just they was talking about all the cameras that were up in Rome and saying how all that's kind of just come on in a second wave again and come on all at once, and so it's just they've just all come on at once again. It seems like everybody's talking about it. It's coming back in a second wave, and this time they're just saying it's supposed to be a lot stronger. And now you got all this all the data centers that are trying to get started up and all that, and plus you got to think about all the power that it's going to drain and take and use to do that. And I don't think our power grid is even halfway ready for all that. And but that just goes into a whole nother topic about being prepared, about having all this stuff stocked back, like food and ammo and supplies and water and fuel and gas, things like that, like kind of being a prepper in a sense like that. But that goes into a whole nother topic. But I just there's all this data and stuff is being collected, and are going to these data centers, and this AI stuff is just feeding off of it. Like we are the product in a way. Like why all these apps and stuff are free on your phone, and all that, because we are the product. Anytime you got a free service like that, know that you're the product. So if you download like a free app on your phone, then know that it's using your information and stuff being used and all that and everything. Um, Let me read this real quick. He said, my mom was just scrolling through the platform and she said, oh, this cute puppy more. Yeah, he just popped out and one cat ran around. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, hey, man, I'm glad that it was just something kind of, on a basic level like that and wasn't nothing too sinister or nothing where she got tricked into, losing a bunch of money or anything like that, because far too often you hear that happening, people getting scammed by the AI videos and actually being convinced into sending them money and stuff. Because like I say, they're making them as real these days as like me doing out a video to you right now saying like, hey, you know, hey, like I'm asking for money right now. Like, will you please donate to this such and such a cause? And we're going to be trying to do this right here. And so don't forget, that's why everybody's putting out in these videos these days, these disclaimers. And I want to go ahead and put mine out too. I'm going to go ahead and put this out as a disclaimer. I will never ask you for any kind of, donation, nothing like that over the phone or whatever. Like, yeah, we may run certain, programs from time to time or something like that, but I'll never, uh, don't think I'll ever, make a video and just straight up ask you, ask y'all for money. Like, hey, will you send money or whatever to this, to support this fund or this account, whatever. Like, nothing like that. Like I say, we may do some kind of incentive based programs later on, like maybe do something, along the lines like that. To do certain things to help people out, or if we ever need, if we ever have somebody in our community struggling and we want to, if they need a good uplifting or need some prayer or need some money to help them out or whatever, like we may do that in a separate way. But I'll never get on here and make a video straight up just asking y'all straight up for money or to donate. So don't fall for any kind of fake AI video if anything like that ever happens. But fortunately, I'm still a small enough channel and stuff right now that, I don't have to really worry about that. Hopefully, right now, that could change, in a few months whenever this stuff really starts picking up and super AI comes in and all. But they're getting a lot of the big people right now. They're getting people like Danny Duncan Bad. They're getting, a lot of people on that for sure. All you main people like big celebrities, presidents, things like that. But y'all just be wary and beware of it for sure, because I'm telling you, it's on us and we're screwed. I mean, just go to 3 of 7 a project and listen to a bunch of his stuff, and you'll understand real quick. Like, nobody knows what's even coming. Like, we can't even wrap our heads around this new stuff that's going to be coming on. Because, kind of getting back into where I left off a minute ago on that, you got to think these are like computer systems that and at what point do they become, like sentiment and conscience and all that stuff? Like, it goes so deep. They start talking so deep on that podcast about it, about like at what point do, it talks about this in Revelation in a part where, in some parts it kind of hints about things like this maybe coming along possibly at some point in time, to where it's kind of like, like a Terminator or whatever. Like, it has its it has its own sentiment or whatever, or has its own. Everybody has different opinions on when AI will become powerful enough to take over something, or start to start taking over and everything like that, as far as like taking over to just like creating stuff. Like in my personal opinion, I think AI will get to the point to where, if it creates its own language, if it can go inside itself. Hey, my daddy just joined in. What's up, daddy? Billy Gillen 8974 just joined in. Y'all go give him a subscribe. And Ethan, I'll get on there and go subscribe to your channel too if I hadn't already. I think Daddy just commented and said AI is witchcraft, and Levi said, next thing you know, the beavers will raise. That's right. That's true, man. That's true. Um, but yeah, so just kind of a quick wrap up on that, so I can shut up and stop rambling about it. It's just one of those things. Like, they go deep into it. I mean, like I say, you got to go check them out. 3 of 7 Project, Chad Wright's channel, from just below Rome, Georgia, down there. They done a big podcast on it today, and he goes deep onto it. He breaks it down to the point to where you feel like, it actually gets its own ideas. Like, instead of being ran and channeled off of all this information that we're feeding it, because we feed it information and stuff, and it goes to these databases or gets stored, or whatever the definition of learning you want to call it. But it's supposedly, learning, morphing, changing, picking up on habits, recognizing behaviors and stuff. And we're talking about the simple AI machine in general here, like whether it be in computer form or robot form, whatever. But so it's just like he was talking about, at what point do you think personally that it would begin like have sentiments or whatever, or a consciousness or whatever. And I feel like I I didn't get all my personal belief out there a second ago because I got distracted again. But my personal belief on that is I believe that it becomes kind of conscious or whatever if it could create its own language. You know, like if it could go in there somehow and generate its own language to be able to talk to other AI computers or other AI robots, and humans couldn't figure it out or determine the difference, then I feel like that's the point where it's going to kind of get the leg up on us human technology, and could possibly start in a bad direction with that or whatever. But like I say, the military is already using this AI technology to predict like movements, to predict certain strategies and stuff that they could use in war or whatever, to attack their opponents and all that. And like kind of like just predictions of like if different outcomes and stuff. They punch in different inputs to it to try to figure out different outcomes of situations and all that. So there's a lot of stuff to it for sure. The military is definitely heavily involved in AI and trying to keep the upper leg on it, and try to stay a day ahead of it or whatever. But it's like I say, we're still in the early stages. I feel like right now, but it is gonna come on and come on fast and all at once. And when it finally does happen, it seems like it's just gonna be here on us before we know it, and it's gonna be to the point of the super AI. And there's just so many different ones that we don't even really know about yet. But it's gonna just keep growing and finally, like I say, I feel like get to the point to where it will, could possibly get the upper hand on some stuff like that. I mean, I don't want to say for certain because I don't know anything for certain, but just kind of my own personal opinion, I feel like it could get to the point like that someday to where it would just kind of take over its own little consciousness or whatever, in a sense of quote unquote consciousness, but where it might create its own thing, or kind of start rebelling from the training programs, like for instance, like an example, if the U.S. military was training it to do a certain thing, and then it finally learned some kind of pattern or learned something, to say, oh, okay, well, it's trying to get me to do this, let me personally go in here, plug in a few formulas and just do this to have a different outcome. And then if it just started kind of going on its own path or whatever, that's when it would just kind of slip out of control in a hurry in the fastest way possible, I believe, and get to the point to where yeah, where it would get off there. But anyways, I'm so off topic. I'm just rambling right now. I appreciate y'all guys tuning in, listening to me there. I love talking about AI technology because it's just so interesting and fascinating to me, because all the stuff in today's world and all the technology that we have that um, I mean, they've even got it where when you're spark shopping, you can go to the aisle now, and if you can't find the item, you can hit a button in the app, and it'll make the aisle blink. I'm not even kidding you. There's a little sticker, there's a little light on the shelf with the item right next to the barcode now, and it'll sit there and blink and show you, and it'll say, "Here I am, right here," and it just blinks. That way, you get the right item to scan when you're shopping for people's groceries. And I mean, that just like I just never would have imagined that I would live long enough uh, to see battery packs go in jackets to heat it up and keep you warm. Like this is an electronic battery operated jacket right here that you hit two buttons on it and it warms up for you. And then I never thought I would see the day that lights would blink on the Walmart shelf so you could find the groceries to deliver for people that don't want to go and get groceries for themselves anymore. And so he talks about things like anytime you have a trade off or whatever, or anytime like we're trading knowledge and stuff for comfort or something like that. There's always a equal and opposite decision um, in this life and everything. So like if you want you don't want to go to Walmart and get your own groceries or whatever, so you choose to have it delivered to you. So you're trading like discomfort or leisure. You're trading a little bit of a trade off. I'm not really sure make that make sense. But you're not having to do as much work. You want to be where you just sit and stay on the couch. So you're trading that leisure for a little bit of comfort or whatever and everything. So he kind of touches on that too. Chad does in his video on the 3 of 7 project. You're always trading off something, and it seems like these days that the more and more we go down this AI route of getting, more and more technology and more kind of lazy or whatever, where everything operates and does everything for us, like, what are you going to do with your time? Like, I mean, what are you going to do with your time then? So, like, once you get to the point to where he pretty much said that, like, you're going to turn into a worm someday. He's like, you're not even going to be able to do anything for yourself, and you're not going to have the knowledge anymore. Like, you trade off knowledge for AI technology. So like we're to the point these days to where like preserving the foods and stuff like the Indians did, like canning and all that stuff, where you can goods and preserve it for much longer, stuff like that. A lot of the people like my generation, like if you're age 25, 24, 26 under, like people don't know how to do that. Like you couldn't hardly find a 23-year-old out there probably that would know how to can his meat and everything and store it and preserve it and stuff like that. So every time we make a decision for this new AI technology stuff, we're giving up the comfort. We're trading off not necessarily laziness in a sense. I mean some of that, but also in a sense of knowledge. So like we're saying that, hey, we're not even open to using let's see, one of my buddies just messaged me. I'll let you know when I'll be able to here soon. Okay. That was the guy that was supposed to be on the podcast this week, letting me know that he'd let me know a day he could come on this week. Let me get caught up on some comments here. Is that Somerville or Rome? That's the one in Somerville, Levi, where they do the blinking on the shelves. Dude, Taco Bell in Rome, AI takes your order at the drive-thru. Huh. Whoa. Taco Bell in Rome now takes your order through AI at the drive-thru. Ethan said, I've never seen that before. Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you. I mean, hey, don't take it from me. I'm just some nut on the internet. But, I mean, y'all go do y'all's own research about it. I mean, this stuff is interesting. This stuff is real. Like, this stuff is, like, getting crazy. Like, really. So, but, hey, but yeah, like I say, I can't even remember the last place I left off there when I went back to check my comments. But I just want to wrap up on the AI in general there. But it's getting wild. But I just want y'all to do one thing if y'all do anything tonight, and that's hop over there to y'all hop over there to the 3 of 7 project and go check out Chad Wright's podcast on AI, because they hit it just dead on. Like they break it down into every kind of little segment you could think of, and they start talking about our own little, like the government's interest in it, the humans' interest in it as a whole, just humans in general, everybody, and why everybody's so kind of interested in it. Daddy commented, said, yes, Levi, I've been through there since they've been doing that, and of course it can't understand us. Real person ends up having to figure out what you really want. That's true. Yeah, and that's the bad part about it. Like, we're the product. Like, it's learning from us, and we have to suffer for it in its learning process. So we have to suffer and go through all this learning stage of it and everything, and all that. So it's crazy. Like, yeah, we're the product, and it's learning all this information to be stored back in its database or whatever, all this stuff that it's picking up and learning these pattern recognitions from us and all that, and this face recognition stuff and everything, and it's just learning it all from us, and then we got to suffer through its learning curve, and having to kind of have orders messed up here and there, or do this and do that. But I don't know, maybe one day it'll end up taking care of us, and we can just all be worms, and just it'll do everything for us, right? I mean, that's some way to live. I mean, no, I don't want to live that way. I'd like to have my own knowledge and knowing how to preserve food like the Indians did, get off my phone, go out to the woods, still be able to kill, still be able to work out every day, stay in shape, stay healthy, drink plenty of H2O, and I mean, you know, keep my mind and my spirit all intact and one, and be one with nature in the woods, and get out there and live like we were supposed to live, and be able to come home and clean my own squirrels and know how to gut my own squirrels and deer and everything like that, and try to live the self-sufficient way of life. So I'm trying to hold on to all these valuable life skills that I've been taught, and try not to trade off too much of my knowledge for this AI power, the knowledge or the laziness. Um, Levi said, on the other hand, stock markets and AI are going crazy, though. Yeah, yeah, there is a lot of market advantages to take advantage of for sure. We've been me and my daddy's kind of been, you know, looking into stuff like that in the last few months, and have been talking about it. But yeah, yeah, we've been kind of just watching some different things like that and everything. So I appreciate that input too. And there was one stock the other day that I was trying to think of that they said now's a good time to start buying some of. Oh, it's Southern Company, SOCO, I believe, or something like that. Southern Company. I'm no financial advisor. I'm not trying to give any kind of financial advice. This is my disclaimer. Always do your own research, and do not invest and do not take investment advice from friends or family or anything like that without consulting a professional financial advisor. But I will tell you, just from my own personal opinion, there's the Southern Company. It's like the Southern Power Company, with these databases about to pick up and start uh, taking on all this power and stuff and everything like that. That's gonna make, like, you know, power company stocks and stuff go up and things like that. I thought the Venezuela thing that Trump did was going to kind of make oil stocks and oil prices kind of change around a little bit, but you know, it's like the old, just the old true and true time and true stocks and stuff, like, you know, gold, silver, real estate, all that stuff. You know, is just priceless commodities that's going up. And like beef and cattle, you know, it would be good to have a big farm right now and have some land and have a bunch of cattle on it and stuff, because beef prices are going to keep going up, and things like that, meat in the grocery store, stuff like that. And so yeah, but yeah, I'm definitely keeping an eye on some stocks and stuff too and all. So yeah, definitely keep a Southern Company in mind when you're looking at it. And then I've got to get back on there and do some research on the newest AI stocks that they're talking about again too. So yeah, hopefully we can kind of get on the upper hand of that and take advantage. But hey, there's ways out there. If you want to be a hustler in this new America that's coming along, you got to just stay involved, stay, you know, vigilant, and be smart, be wise. Just try to do your best at the end of the day, and try to make wise investments. And but there's ways that you can still do pretty good and live the American dream and all, if you willing to get up early and put in the good hard work for it while you can and able. And I just thank God every day that I'm still willing and able to provide for my family and all, and I've got the will and drive to get up and hustle for them. Uh, Ethan said, I love farms. Yeah, yeah, man. The farms are good for sure. They're all over down here in the South, and I know there's a lot of them up north too, up in the Ohio, Indiana area and all that for sure. Farms are something that's nationwide. But Daddy commented, he said, not sure who created AI. Aha. Ah. Spencer said, going to bed. All right. Well, we'll see you, Spencer, man. Uh, but sorry y'all had to get off there. We may end up doing we may end up doing the Bible study later on tonight, or we may just wait and post it tomorrow. Not sure yet. Levi said, can't tell what kind of emoji that is. Okay. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that insight, Levi. I'll definitely try to keep that in mind. Let me see if I can try something here. There we go. I appreciate that. Appreciate that advice. Daddy said, I'm going to show my ignorance. What are the little crowns with numbers on them? They're showing up besides people's names. You know, to be honest with you, I'm not even 100% sure of that. Can somebody help my dad out here and comment? If you're watching, comment what the little crowns mean with the numbers on it there, because I'm right here with you, Daddy-O. I've been a YouTuber for 3 years now, and I don't even actually know what that is. I hadn't never even tried to click on one. But anyways, guys, I'll give y'all just a little bit of time to see if somebody will help him out and answer that. I think it's the most interactive in the chat box. Oh, cool. I think so. It makes sense. Well, Levi, you got number one, brother, right now. I appreciate it. And Ethan's number two. I can't remember who was. I mean, Ethan's number three. I can't remember who was number two. Oh, Spencer was number two, but he went to bed. Let's see. I don't think they're clickable. Nah, they probably ain't. I hadn't tried yet. But yeah, that would make sense. Cool, cool. Well, I appreciate you guys joining in, but I reckon I'm fixing to log off here. Let's see. Ethan said I can't even watch for 2 seconds before getting lagged out. Oh no. Okay. Probably a service issue. Sorry, guys. If y'all are still with me, maybe it caught back up. But anyways, I'm fixing to get off here anyway, so hopefully it didn't lag out too much, or maybe ended there. My buddy's texting me right now on some stock stuff, but okay, good deal. No more lag. I'm back. Sorry, I don't know if it was something on your end or mine, but the phones and internet and stuff has been crazy down here in Georgia today. Verizon's got another huge outage right now. So, but anyways, we're about 42 minutes into this thing, and I'm already about 15 to 20 minutes later than I meant to be. But but anyways, okay. Ethan said it was on my end. Cool. All right. Well, anyways. Well, guys, we appreciate y'all joining in. I didn't want to jump off here too fast or nothing without, giving y'all my thanks and telling y'all how much I appreciate y'all joining in tonight, because whether you believe it or not, it means the world to me. It means a lot to us here on the channel. So we hope you liked what you seen, and stay tuned. We'll definitely do the Bible study tonight. We'll film it, but I might not go live with it. I'll probably just film it, and then maybe it get posted up tomorrow or something like that, since it's already about 9:47. So, and we'll probably just film one chapter or two. But anyways, we appreciate y'all joining in. Y'all stay sharp in the mind. Try to better yourself every day, and drink plenty of H2O, and get that fitness and exercise in. And I done 60 reps tonight, 20 on each arm, bench pressing. I was like this right here, done it 60 times. I do at least 30 on each arm with 20 pounds every night, and do my 10 push-ups and all. I'm trying to get built back up again. Ethan said, "Good job." Hey, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And I've done my push-ups and my sit-ups and all that. And so I used to be a firefighter down here in Georgia. So I still feel in shape, like arms and leg-wise. But my only problem is I got this big old gut I got to get rid of. But if I can just get rid of it again, I'll be back like a lean, mean firefighting machine then. Well, I appreciate it, you guys. We're going to log off here. I appreciate y'all taking y'all's time tonight. Y'all have a good day tomorrow, and be safe out there. See y'all, guys. Appreciate it. See you, Ethan. And real quick, thanks, Dad. Thanks for joining in, and night, and I'll talk to you later.